Hey YouTube, how's it going today? So today I'm going to be doing a reaction on Superman and Lois, season 1, episode 1. And for purposes, rockin' Superman today. So today I'm just going to go over the episode here that I saw, but a little background on me, a little story time. I'm a big Superman fan. Now, I'm not saying I know all of Superman. That is not the case here. I still learn new things each time I read the comic books or watch the TV shows or the movies. But a good amount of the knowledge that I know is from older shows and even some of the comics, and of course, his Man of Steel movies and, you know, all those other ones. For example, you got The Adventures of Superman, Lois and Clark with Terry Hatcher and Dean Cain. Probably one of my favorites. That was the first Superman show I ever saw when I was a kid. And The Adventures of Superman. Now, I have to admit, it's been a while since I've seen those and reviewed those. And I definitely did like Smallville. Now, I wasn't able to see all of it, but I plan on going back and rewatching it and, getting a better perspective. I mean, I know the overall perspective on those was his developing his powers, in my opinion. But this one, I feel is going to be something different. It looks different. It looks good. Now I've seen the character who plays Superman in, Arrow, Supergirl, some of the other TV shows, The Flash. I still got to catch up on some of them and see where he's coming from. But this one I feel takes a new twist. So what I mean by a new twist is I feels he is balancing not only his personal life, but his family life, which I feel like we can all relate to. We have something that we have personal life, and then we have a different life on some aspects. Like I feel he could be more relatable to us as people. But how do I go about that? Well, let's see. First, in the scenes, he keeps his secret from his sons, which they tell him not to go into the barn. Of course, that's where his ship is. And they find out later on, why did you keep this secret? Lois kept the secret from the boys, and you figure the all-star American kid that's doing the football thing is all, he's the chosen one or who inherited the superpowers, but it was the other one who is, troubled, has anxiety disorder, not the one that you would expect, which I thought was pretty cool. And especially the scene when he was at the bonfire with the his brother and the girl that he is interested in, but didn't know who had a boyfriend, so he kissed her, and then they start beating him up, and him and his brother, just getting into a fight. But you see the lasers come out of his eyes when it's getting triggered, so it's developing over time. Like, I feel like that part maybe relates to some of the older stuff when his Superman's powers developed over time, and now his son's powers are developing over time. But and the supervillain, I'm not sure who that one is there. He seems really mysterious in a way, but I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm sure we're going to find out who he is eventually. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it was just it was a little off. It put me off, but the suit looked amazing. I did like his suit, but I couldn't figure out who he was. Maybe I got to go back and reread or look at something or figure out what character he is. I'm thinking maybe he could be, my personal guess is Lex Luthor or some type of alien that took his DNA and made himself. I don't know. I'm just taking a wild guess. When I heard something about Luther in this episode, I believe I'm thinking that's him, but that's just where my aspect is. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but just I mean, it was a really good episode. I feel like he can relate to ordinary people as well, just balancing your life and everything else on that. But also, I felt the action scenes were really good. Now you got to compare a little bit between movie and um, TV show action scenes. Movies, they're pretty up here a lot of the time, what I've noticed, and then some TV shows can match it with it. But I feel like it was a good balance. It's kind of a balancing act. It met in the middle too at some points. For example, that one scene where he's flying and then he gets stabbed, and then one of the Superman returns. He didn't do anything. He was basically knocked out for the count. But him pulling it out like a beast there, and then stopping right near that car where it almost could have gotten crushed, as well as the city. And I thought the scenes were really good there too. And then the scene where he's taking out the ice, I'm thinking that he made the ice under the water with his cold breath, putting it up into the air. and cooling the nuclear reactor down was pretty sweet. I thought that was really good. I mean, just it had a good balance to it, which I thought was really good. Now, keep in mind that the thing that confused me, because I didn't know this until recently, that he couldn't see through the I think it's the not titanium, but the lead or something. So it was a little hard for him to see his enemies. So I thought he was able to do that, but apparently not. Which was, in my opinion, a good trap for the bad guy who knows all about him, not only his language and the symbols that he wrote on the wall, but also his weaknesses as well as his superpowers. He knew what he was getting into before he went to the battle, but him just trying to destroy and lure him out and seeing and testing him to see where he was at. I thought that was really good. Like that's like genius. You know, you study your enemy and you find out what his weaknesses are and strengths are. But I thought that was really good. And I did find it very funny where his son is like playing his video game, and I think it was a Injustice game or something like that, if I can remember right. But him just being Raiden and beating Superman, saying, "Oh, Superman sucks," when literally they don't know that that's his dad, who is Superman. I thought that was pretty funny, you know, just a little funny skid bit about it. But I thought that was funny. And then the scene where he reveals himself when they find out was him taking off the glasses and then he flying up in the air and lifting up the truck there was pretty ingenious as well to reveal yourself of who you are. Besides there, your son's finding your ship in there, you know, under the barn. You know, if you're going to tell a kid not to go in there, they're curious of what's in there and what you're hiding. Like, come on now. That doesn't take rocket science. But overall, I liked how they balanced the action scenes. Like I said, a balancing act. I thought that was really good. I liked how that he tries to balance the world as well. And also his father, I just realized that he played a Nip Tuck as one of the doctors. I think it was Sean McNamara in Nip Tuck. So I really like him as an actor. He seems like he's going to be like a Bruce Wayne's Jim Gordon, but only Superman. Superman's going to have like he will be like a Jim Gordon. He's helping Superman out. So I thought that was pretty cool. They brought someone that from the past, I've seen in other TV shows. That was really cool. But overall, I'm excited to see the new episodes. I can't wait for them to come out. And just the the action scenes were pretty good in my opinion. And just to make him more realistic and trying to balance not only saving the world but helping his son out, like the Kents helped them out. Helped him out, sorry. Helped him out be the best Superman he can be. And also, what got me a little sad was Martha Wayne, or sorry, not Martha Wayne, Clark's mom dying, but delivering a message saying you need to come back to Smallville and help out the people there. So I thought that was really good. Like, oh, and sorry, it was Martha Kent. My apologies. I'm getting all confused with Batman and Superman here for a second, but let's stick with Superman. But I really enjoyed how they're gonna start from scratch and get closer together. I feel like that's gonna be something new. I feel like that's something that everybody can do in these time of day and ages, as well as Superman, in my opinion, is one of the best superheroes in my view. Like like I said, he stands for justice, truth, the American dream, ways of life, saving the world. But it adds a new perspective in this one to where he's not only saving the world, but he's balancing that and his family, which makes it more human. But not only just because he's an alien, but it makes him seem like he's more human as well. He's doing the both balancing act and everything, and he has that going for him. But I'm really, really excited for the show. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be checking up on it as much as I can, maybe doing some reviews each and every episode, hopefully, or now and then. But if you really enjoyed this reaction, feel free to like and subscribe and comment below, and we'll all get on that journey of hopefully it'll be, something even better, adding to not only the legacy of Superman, but just the way that the character is and how we all come together as fans. So be sure to like and subscribe and comment below and let me know what y'all think of it. And we'll see you later and take care.